the Cathcart House was built in approximately 1903 by J.R. Leatherman, who was a minister and a contractor originally from Virginia or West Virginia. And Leatherman then decided to build the Cathcart House. So it's built in a French colonial revival style, which is notable from its verandas, the high-pitched roof, and sort of this square, symmetrical layout that it has as all part of that revival style. It was also built from something called black ironwood, which is one of the densest woods found in North America. He originally had it, according to our records, floated over from the Bahamas, and then it was hauled with buggies and mules and horses from the beach over to its current location. And then in 1910, he sold it to a businessman and a traveling salesman named William James Cathcart, who bought it as a Christmas gift, again according to our records, for his wife Grace Florence Cathcart. And according to some of the histories that we have, there were red ribbons that he put on the house to kind of signify that it was a Christmas gift, and so that's how she sort of received the house. As an archivist, I think it's something that, people get to drive by it every day and, maybe even go, wow, that's look at this fantastic architecture and this, fantastic sort of, the materials that it's made out of, and wonder maybe, how has it survived so many hurricanes, and how has it survived, over 120 years now at this point, and then start to sort of question, okay, how did we get here? And, what is the history? What is the story behind this? And so for me, it's just a very permanent example, a very permanent teaching moment, I think, for people to learn more about the history of a place and the history of its people.
What that means to me, and possibly to others, is that we don't just plow over our history. We make sure that we preserve our history, as well as be able to be progressive moving into the future. That's what we're trying to do and manage here. So when we're building and moving into the future and building our future, we're making sure that we're not pushing people out and creating gentrification that happens in many other areas. We're very respectful of people in different parts of our city that have been there longer than most people have, so that are coming into the city. So we try to respect that. We do have one new development called Sundy Village that does bridge that eastern section of Atlantic Avenue to the western section of Atlantic Avenue. And we're hoping that that's going to spark additional development on that West Atlantic area. And it's going to be coming with a great amount of benefits to our visitors and our residents alike. It's going to make our city that much more walkable and exciting to be here.
Sundy Village is a historical project that spans over a few blocks. The main block, which is under construction right over here, has office and retail, and the 6 historic homes that were relocated and will be renovated and will be part of the project. I think what we've done differently than you see in Florida, where there's a lot of new construction, we've really embraced the historical nature of this project.
So for the past about 4 years, the Delray Beach Historical Society has been working with Pebb Capital and is really supportive of how they have restored and protected these structures, including the Cathcart House.
When we took a step back after speaking with members of the community and the historical styles of the historic structures that are currently on the site, including Cathcart, which is a French colonial style. We really took a step back and studied how to incorporate that, which is why our new building along Atlantic and Swinton, it's a 3-story building with porches that drew its inspiration from Cathcart and that French colonial style and mixed it in with the Anglo-Caribbean style of the overall site.
It's a fascinating example of adaptive reuse of historic structures, and so it looks at how we are able to preserve and protect and tell the stories of Delray and of Delray's early pioneers. And so the house does have, it's had many lives and it's told many stories, and the great thing is, with Pebb Capital's help in restoring and really reusing and protecting this house, it's able to tell even more stories.
We spent hours going through the archives. We reviewed pictures and stories and really wanted to understand the history of the site. And we want to understand where we were going by looking at where we came from.
This project is very personal to us at Pebb. Not only do we live in the community, and this is where we come with our friends and our family, We are also moving our headquarter office from Boca here to the project. So this one is, we do projects all throughout the country, but this one here is in our backyard. And I think we really want to do, the community proud.
The importance of preserving culture here in Delray Beach is of paramount importance. It is how we bridge our past to the future. We want to make sure that people who are coming to our town to live here, those that have been here forever, can actually recognize this place. It gives us the charm and the uniqueness that is the flavor of Delray Beach.